So you know, if you're waiting for a keynote speaker, there isn't one. You're the keynote speaker, all of you, because the purpose today is for you to meet each other, to meet people you don't know, to share concerns, to share resources, and help each other so that we can make Lancaster one strong city.
This grew out of the Mayor's Commission to Combat Poverty. One of the things that was clear was that residents felt like they were disconnected from each other, that they didn't necessarily have a voice in what was happening in their own neighborhoods. And so a big piece of our strategy is empowerment. It's an opportunity for residents of all four quadrants of the city to get a chance to get together, to share concerns, common issues, but also to problem solve and to maybe plug into solutions or start new solutions together.
I think there's a real energy in Lancaster to make changes, to build more on the existing strengths of our community.
When I was first asked to do this, I'll tell you, I didn't realize that there's so many organizations interested in helping to revitalize neighborhoods and to combat poverty. Over the past year and through this event, I found that you're not alone. There's always people out there willing to help and share.
It's also a great opportunity for the city to kind of understand the needs of different communities. Just getting the youth more involved and being vested in the community and be invested in some of the initiatives that are taking place within the city.
I want to make sure that like the south side of the neighborhood area gets more attention. I want to make sure that happens, and so that way the community in the south doesn't lose the hope and understands that we are listening and that things are going to happen.
We hope as a community and county that we can start to reduce stigma and bring awareness to those suffering from substance abuse and mental health disorder, and also to see a decrease in opioid deaths in our county.
Parents begin to take more responsibility for their children, but also being provided with the tools to assist them to be able to do that.
To see those poverty numbers start to go down, to see more of our neighbors be able to access all the things we know and love about Lancaster.
We have all these new developments, restorations, condominiums, but there's still a shortage of affordable housing just for the common person coming out of high school.
Rising tide lifts all boats. We hope that the rising tide does not mean gentrification and lack of affordable housing and diversity for all in the city.
Sometimes we get so caught up in this is our territory, this is our part of the city. It's small, but seeing other groups and how they interact with each other and what they're concerned about, and seeing people in the panels talking about this worked for us, this didn't work for us, this is what we're learning now from you, Neighbors United. It gives you a little bit of hope that no matter where you are on the scale, whether you're just starting in the neighborhood or you've been there for decades, there's something bigger, and people throughout the city, all parts, all walks of life are really interested in making a difference.
As a city council member, meetings like this are so very exciting. I think that large institutions in our community and city government specifically are in the middle of a culture shift where we understand that we have to reach out to people, we have to reach out to the neighborhoods instead of just coming to us. So seeing both other nonprofit leaders, community leaders, the mayor, our council president, and just individual people, just our neighbors coming together and sharing and constructing new ideas. I think that's the path forward.
Coming here today and seeing who showed up and also who didn't, and how we need to continue to work to engage more people. And so I think that this is a great first start to having that conversation and really doing the hard work to engage folks who quite frankly don't look like me.
When we did that work for the Mayor's Commission, we said we did not want to file a plan that was going to sit on a shelf and gather dust, that we wanted to give residents leadership roles and a voice in this process to guide what happens in their own communities. And we also said that we couldn't succeed without them.
But we have to help and assist and also get out of the way. And so this is part of what I'm most excited about, is to begin our charge of really strengthening our neighborhoods.
The only way that we can prove that we mean what we say is to do what we said we were going to do. And this day was part of keeping that promise. And hold us accountable. Keep the fire to our feet to prove that we meant that residents would be in charge of this.